Hi guys, my name is Chris and you're watching Wrestling Today, so let's start with a sad news. Hulk Hogan, the man who helped redefine professional wrestling for an entire generation, has died at 71 years old. TMZ Sports reports that emergency responders were called to Hogan's Clearwater, Florida home early Thursday morning for what was described as a cardiac arrest. Several police vehicles and EMT units arrived on scene. Hogan was seen being taken out of the house on a stretcher and loaded into an ambulance. There had been increasing concern about Hogan's health in recent months. In May, the wrestling icon underwent a neck procedure, and rumors soon circulated that he was on his deathbed. Sources close to Hogan at the time pushed back, saying he was experiencing post-surgical symptoms but was not in critical danger. Known for his charisma and showmanship, Hulk Hogan wasn't just a wrestler, he was a cultural phenomenon. His presence helped launch professional wrestling into mainstream entertainment, turning it from a niche sport into a global attraction. Hogan was the face of WWE's 80s boom, capturing the imagination of children and parents alike with his larger-than-life persona and unforgettable matches. His influence reached far beyond the ring, with appearances in movies, television shows, and countless endorsements. Hogan's legacy is forever etched in the fabric of sports and pop culture. How do you remember Hulk Hogan's legacy? WWE has officially responded to the passing of Hulk Hogan, releasing a public statement expressing their sorrow over the loss of one of the industry's biggest icons. In a message posted to social media, WWE wrote that they are saddened to learn WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan has passed away. The company recognized Hogan's lasting cultural impact, adding that he was one of pop culture's most recognizable figures, and someone who helped WWE achieve global recognition in the 1980s. The statement ended with WWE extending its condolences to Hogan's family, friends, and fans. In a rare public message, Vince McMahon has spoken out following the death of Hulk Hogan, taking to Twitter. The former WWE chairman reflected on Hogan's legendary career. "The world lost a treasure today. Hulk Hogan was the greatest WWE superstar of all time, someone who was loved and admired around the world. He was a trailblazer, the first performer who transitioned from being a wrestling star into a global phenomenon. His grit and unbridled thirst for success were unparalleled, and made him the consummate performer. He gave everything he had to the audience whom he appreciated, respected, and loved. He leaves us with one of his favorite expressions: train, take your vitamins and say your prayers. Today, we pray for him." Donald Trump took to his Truth Social platform and stated he was very sad to hear about the passing of his good friend Hulk Hogan. "We lost a great friend today, the Hulkster. Hulk Hogan was MAGA all the way, strong, tough, smart, but with the biggest heart. He gave an absolutely electric speech at the Republican National Convention that was one of the highlights of the entire week. He entertained fans from all over the world, and the cultural impact he had was massive. To his wife, Sky, and family, we give our warmest best wishes and love. Hulk Hogan will be greatly missed." Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson finally broke his silence on the passing of Hulk Hogan. The Rock posted a powerful message, along with a video clip from their iconic WrestleMania match, remembering his childhood hero and their unforgettable bond that spanned decades. The tribute opened with a touching memory from 1984, when a 12-year-old Dwayne caught Hogan's last Hulkster headband during a match at Madison Square Garden. "In 1984, I gave you your Hulkster headband back, in the locker room in Madison Square Garden. I was the lucky kid caught it when you threw it in the crowd. A month later in Madison Square Garden, you did just that. You kept your word, with a handshake and a 'thanks kid.' And that meant the world to that little 12-year-old boy. Just 17 years later, and still a kid at the age of 29 years old, I'm standing in the middle of the ring and facing you, one of my wrestling heroes in the main event of WrestleMania. Just listen and feel that crowd go electric, all for you. I've never felt anything like that in my entire wrestling career." And while many remember that match as the moment The Rock became the face of the company, he made sure to give Hogan full credit for carrying the industry. "You may have passed the torch to me that night, but you, my friend, you drew the house, meaning you sold out every arena and stadium across the country in your prime as Hulk Hogan." Closing the message with the words that only someone raised in the business would truly understand, The Rock wrote, "From deep in my bones, and on behalf of this wild and crazy world of professional wrestling that we love, I say to you now, and forever. Thank you for the house, brother. Thank you, for the house." This wasn't just a tribute, it was a personal thank you from a fan-turned-peer to the men who inspired a generation. Hollywood legend Sylvester Stallone has now paid tribute to Hulk Hogan after the Hulkster's sudden demise. Sylvester Stallone uploaded a post on his Facebook account, as he shared his sadness over Hulk Hogan's passing, remembering when they first met when Hogan was just 26 years old. Stallone said, "I had the pleasure of meeting this brilliant personality and showman when he was 26 years old. He was absolutely wonderful and his amazing skill made Rocky III incredibly special. My heart breaks. I think that he's gone." Ric Flair has broken his silence on the passing of longtime friend and wrestling icon Hulk Hogan, sharing an emotional tribute on social media. Flair expressed his devastation over the loss, saying he was absolutely shocked to hear about the passing of my close friend Hulk Hogan. The Nature Boy reflected on their decades-long friendship, noting their bond started when they both broke into the wrestling business. Flair described Hogan as an incredible athlete, talent, friend, and father, and made it clear just how personal this loss is for him. He added, "Our friendship has meant the world to me. He was always there for me even when," before his message continued in a heartfelt post accompanied by photos from their career and personal moments together. Steve Austin isn't known for emotional posts, but even the Texas Rattlesnake had to pause and pay tribute after the death of Hulk Hogan. Just after the wrestling legend's passing at the age of 71, Austin posted a heartfelt message on Instagram that hit like a punch to the gut, alongside a backstage photo of the two icons together. Hulk Hogan was born to be a professional wrestler. Larger than life. Charisma for days. He was in a stratosphere all on his own. His contributions are immense. His influence will be forever. Hulkamania lives on. My condolences to his family and loved ones. Sting has reacted to Hulk Hogan's unfortunate passing with a short and heartfelt message to the Hulkster. The icon took to Twitter, calling Hulk Hogan the greatest of all time. "Hulk Hogan, the greatest of all, can't thank you enough for all that you did for me and for wrestling fans all over the world. I loved you and I will miss you. My friend, Terry Bollea, R.I.P." Hulk Hogan and Sting have a long history in wrestling. Their most famous feud happened in 1997 in WCW. Sting was the iconic vigilante, while Hogan was the leader of the NWO. Their big match at Starrcade 1997 was one of the most hyped matches in WCW history, after more than a year of build-up. Kevin Nash has now broken his silence on Hulk Hogan's shocking passing, as he mourned the loss of another member of the NWO. The WWE Hall of Famer took to Twitter and revealed that he feels like he lost another brother with the passing of Hulk Hogan. "I lost another brother. Icon doesn't even touch it. Rest in power, my friend. NWO for life, and beyond." Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, and Scott Hall changed the world of professional wrestling back in WCW when the Hulkster joined the NWO, turning heel for the first time. The NWO's influence in business is truly something no one can ever measure up to, no matter what. Triple H is mourning the death of one of the biggest names in pro wrestling history, and made sure to let the world know just how much Hulk Hogan meant to the business and to him personally. Taking to X/Twitter, WWE's chief content officer posted a heartfelt message honoring Terry "Hulk" Hogan. WWE would not be where it is today without the larger-than-life characters that compete in the ring, and few, if any, loomed larger than Terry "Hulk" Hogan Bollea. He was the archetype of what it meant to be a superstar, a global sensation that inspired millions to work hard at whatever it was they wanted to accomplish, and a look that made him recognizable to fans around the world. Hulk Hogan, clad in red and yellow or NWO black and white, was simply put, iconic. As a real American or the leader of one of the industry's biggest factions, he transcended and elevated the entire business to heights never before seen, in every country and on every continent. There was no one like the Hulkster, and there very well may never be another. My family sends their condolences to his family, friends, and fans. The wrestling world continues to react to this monumental loss, and Triple H's words hit home for generations of fans who grew up with Hogan as their hero. What do you guys think about the pro wrestling world's reacts to Hulk Hogan's passing? We here extending our condolences to Hogan's family and friends. Thanks for some great memories. Thanks guys for watching.